In this lecture, we will program the logic for Batman's jump, punch, and kick moveset. Up at the top of the code, we will create a global variable named isJumping and set it equal to false. Then we need to add some shapes for the images we will need for Batman's jump and attacks. We will add a shape for Batman jump, Batman punch, Batman kick 1, Batman kick 2, and Batman kick 3. Let's use the def keyword and create a function named punch. Inside of this function, we will use the global keyword and reference our global Batman variable. Then we will set the image for Batman to Batman punch using the shape function. Finally, we will call turtle.onTimer. For the function to be called, we will use a lambda and pass in Batman.shape with Batman1.gif, the image of Batman in an idle position passed in. For the second argument, we will pass in 150, signifying that 150 milliseconds should pass before the image is reset to the idle position. This is how we create the illusion of Batman punching and then returning into his fighting stance. Next up is the kick function. We will use the global keyword and reference the global Batman variable. Next, we will call the shape function to set the image for Batman to BatmanKick1.gif. Then we will call time.sleep and pass in 0.1 so that 1/10 of a second passes before the next image is loaded. Then we will set the Batman image to the BatmanKick2.gif. After that, we will call time.sleep for another 1/10 of a second. Finally, we will display the Batman kick 3 gif and wait for another 1/10 of a second. Then we will use the turtle's onTimer function to reset the Batman shape to Batman1 gif after 150 milliseconds. Next, we will create a jump function. Up at the top of the function, we will use the global keyword for position X, position Y, isJumping, and Batman. If isJumping is true, we will return from the function. After that, we will set isJumping to true. Next, we will set position X, the position that Batman is at before he jumps, to Batman's X coordinate. Then we will set position Y to Batman's Y coordinate. After that, we will call Batman.hideTurtle. We will rotate Batman left 90 degrees, move him forward 100 pixels, then change his shape to the Batman jump gif. After that, we will show the Batman turtle by calling Batman.showTurtle, and then we will set a timer to reset Batman to the idle pose by using the turtle module's onTimer function and passing in idle as the first parameter and 150 as the second parameter. Let's create a function named idle. At the top of the function, we will use the global keyword to reference the global variables isJumping and Batman. Next, we will call the hideTurtle function on Batman. We will rotate him 90 degrees, then move him forward 100 pixels, and then set his shape to Batman1.gif. After that, we will move Batman back to his original position using the goTo function. Then we will call Batman.showTurtle, and then set isJumping to false. Now we need to add the listeners for when these keys are pressed. We will use screen.onKey and pass in jump as the first argument, and the string up as the second argument, so that Batman jumps up when the up arrow key is pressed. Then we will use screen.onKey and pass in punch as the first argument, and the string Z as the second argument, so that Batman throws a punch when the Z key is pressed. Finally, we will call screen.onKey and pass in kick as the first argument, and the string X as the second argument, so that Batman throws a kick when the X button is clicked. Let's run the code. When we click the up arrow, Batman jumps. Clicking the Z key makes him punch, and clicking the X key makes him kick. Nice job, Batman attacks now thanks to the code that we wrote. In the next lecture, we will program the AI logic for the Darkseid character in our game.